So the last one topic is management of working capital. This we are going to study today. Management of working capital will say first of all what is working capital. If you recall your previous topics, we have studied the investment decision. In the investment decisions, we have studied about fixed capital decisions and working capital decisions. Fixed capital decisions were related to management of fixed assets, and working capital is related to day-to-day activities or day-to-day operations of a business. That for running a business organization will need to pay salaries to their employees, to meet with their electricity charges, and to meet printing and stationery expenses. There are lots of expenses. So when we think about the working capital comes to our mind that current assets minus current liabilities. The examples of current assets are cash in hand, cash at bank, marketable securities, etc. Here are the few examples of current assets. And how to define these current assets? These current assets are those which can be easily converted into cash within a period of 1 year. These assets provide liquidity to the business. If an asset is more liquid, or if we say that it can be easily quickly converted into the cash without reduction in value, so it would become more useful for the business. If there is insufficient investment in current asset, it will make an organization very much difficult to meet its payment obligations. So these kind of fixed current assets, generally they provide the little or low return, and there is a need to maintain a balance between liquidity and profitability. A business or the role of financial manager here starts that he has to maintain a balance between liquidity and profitability. Now earlier we have studied about the current assets. Now let us study about the current liabilities. So what are the current liabilities? Current liabilities are those payment obligations which are due for payment within 1 year, such as bills payables, creditors, outstanding expenses, and advances which are to be received from the customers. So, while calculating the current working capital, we used to say that working capital is equal to current assets minus current liabilities. But the one important factor, or what important condition is to be considered here, that current assets minus current liabilities. Suppose the current assets are of 20,000 and current liabilities are of 10,000. From where the rest of 10,000 will be financed? Rest of the 10,000 will be financed from the long-term sources. So net working, we can describe that net working capital is equal to current assets minus current liabilities. So here are the few factors which will affect the working capital requirements. To working capital requirements depending upon the nature of business. Here we will study that one is trading business, other one is manufacturing business, and another one is service industry. So trading organizations usually need a smaller amount of working capital as compared to the manufacturing organization. Why? The reason behind this is that there is no processing. Therefore, there is no distinction between the raw material and the finished goods. Sales can be affected immediately upon the receipt of materials. Sometimes advances may be there. So sales in a manufacturing business, raw material needs to be converted into the finished goods before any sale become possible. So we can say that manufacturing business, they require more working capital than a trading organization. Similarly, if I say that service industry, banking industry, transportation industry, they don't have to maintain the any stock or inventory, so they will be requiring lesser working capital. Clear? Scale of operation. If a higher scale business is being operated at a higher scale, then definitely a large amount of working capital is required in comparison to a business which operates on a lower scale. Business cycle. Business cycle means a situation of boom, a situation of depression, when there is an increase in prices. The uh, goods, the economies is like that, there is a continuous increase in the production. So definitely the larger amount of working capital is required. But in the period of depressions where the uh, smaller amount of production is being done, so there the lower amount of working capital will be required. Seasonal factors, when we talk about the seasonal factors, the larger amount of working capital will be required when there is a peak season. The lots of customers are there. They will definitely need the um, more amount of goods. For the production of more amount of goods, that larger amount of working capital will be needed, as well as the lower working capital will be needed during the lean seasons. Lean seasons means when the production is going very much lower. Production is going very much lower means that production is going very much lower means because there is no season and customers, they are not buying these particular goods. Next one is production cycle. Production cycle means there is a time span between the receipt of raw material and conversion into the finished goods. If a business is such kind of that it is having a longer production cycle, then it will definitely need the more amount of working capital. And where the production cycle is smaller, it will have a shorter or lesser amount of working capital. In the same way, credit allowed and credit availed. If more competition is there, you have to retain with your customers, you have to follow a liberal credit policy. When a liberal credit policy you will follow, then definitely a higher amount will be involved in the debtors, and which would increase in the requirement of more working capital. Same is the credit availed. If here if the various firms allow you the credit, if the various firms allow credit to their customers, they may also get credit from their suppliers, then the working capital requirement will be reduced. अगर आपको कहीं से उधार में सामान मिल जाता है, then you will be in need of lesser amount of working capital. Other one is operating efficiency. What does the operating efficiency say? Or what does the operating efficiency means? Operating efficiency means managing the operations with varied degrees of efficiency. आप बहुत अच्छी तरह से बिजनेस मेंटेन कर रहे हैं अपना. You are not investing lots of amount in maintaining higher inventory, or you are not providing credit to much of their customers. And this will result in the lower requirement of working capital. Availability of raw material. Availability of raw material says that if the raw material is freely and continuously available, you don't have to involve lots of funds in arranging or in arranging stocks with you. इजीली मिल जाता है. आप जब भी आपको फंड्स चाहिए, स्टॉक चाहिए, दैट यू कैन गेट दिस स्टॉक. ऐसा नहीं कि आपको एडवांस में बहुत सा स्टॉक इकट्ठा करके रखना पड़ता है और आपका फंड्स वहां पर ब्लॉक हो जाते हैं. नो, अगर freely available है तो working capital requirement will be lesser, but reversal to that, larger and lead time is there, then the working capital requirement will be more. Amount of working capital is required, will be required. Growth prospects. Companies having businesses having larger growth prospects, then larger amount of working capital, because you have to run according to the prospects that you can grow your business in future. Where there is a level of competition, the next one is where there is a level of competition, higher level of competition may necessitate you the larger stocks, and you have to meet the urgent orders of your customers. This will increase the working capital requirement. And when the inflation conditions are there, that there is a constant increase in the prices, even to you have to maintain that constant volume of production and sales, the working capital requirement of such becomes in a business will become higher, and higher rate of inflation will be there. Definitely, if the prices of the various goods are stable, so it will not require too much working capital.